Old gays, hello. Today is Monday. I cut my hair last night. There was Survivor, and then an earthquake, and then it was 1 o'clock, and I don't know, I got out the clippers, and I just started, it's crazy. I really shouldn't be doing this, because it's all, I did not give myself a mullet this time. Which I think I didn't, but it's all mangled. I mean, it's like, and I've got the floppy hair now, when they call them floppy-haired people. I'm like a 1980s teen star, is what I've got going on up here. But I've still got bedhead, so excuse me, and a little bit of a cough. But I'm not doing anything clever today. Don't worry. I had a whole clever idea, but I thought I was clever last week and I scared the women. They were gone. They didn't show up. I don't like to scare the women. So you know what? I didn't make a video at all last week on the channel that is my own. I got all involved in some crazy shit in my place of work, and I was, I watch a lot of reality TV. I really do. And I got all involved in kind of a, because where I work, it's a little room with 10 people, and mostly we all get along, but every so often it's, just like Big Brother. Exactly. And I always laugh at reality TV shows because they always say the same things. They're like, they're throwing me under the bus. I love her to death. These stupid, crazy, the little cliche lines they always say, and I always laugh. And, this week when I was in my reality TV work-related drama, I was saying them all of them. And then I felt bad for not trying to get on Big Brother this year, because that's my favorite, and I'm really, really getting excited about July. But I did try to get on a couple of years ago, and I made it pretty far. I made it to the semifinals. And I went and I got filmed and everything. It was really exciting. I think I in the end, I don't think I was weird and wacky enough. Although also it was the year that they had the gonorrhea gays, the two ex-boyfriends who gave each other gonorrhea. It was the your enemy season, and I knew it was looking bad because when I had the second round of applications, they ask you all these questions the second time around. They're like, "Do you have any enemies?" Subtle. What happened? And then after they ask you all these questions, they're like, what's the name, address, and phone number of your enemy? Like, oh, really? So I kind of had a feeling that wasn't going to go my way. And I like the reality shows that where there is a real element. I mean, obviously, Big Brother gets very manipulated, and whenever they have their little twist or whatever, all those people know what the twist is. It's please, they know. What's the name of your enemy and their phone number? Come on, he gave me gonorrhea. It's all an act. But I love Big Brother because it is 80% real, and I watch it on the internet constantly, and you see it's real, and I love, Survivor. I love still, even after 35 years, I still love Survivor because you cannot fake starving to death and, looking like hell. You can only fake so much of that. And this year I've really gotten into The Biggest Loser. I mean, that's really, you lose 150 pounds, you can't fake that. That's real, and it's real what's happening, and real. So yeah, no clever gimmick this week, and really, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, and I hope no one else is going anywhere. But you got to do what you got to do. I keep up with the other old gays on Twitter and Facebook. Raul, happy birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, you hunk of burnin' love. So I know what's going on with everyone. I know that Van has been painting houses. Way to be true to your demographic. So I hope they all come back, the women, this week. But yeah, and I know that, where viewership is down. I like to think of us like, maybe Arrested Development. I also liked that show that no one watched, Aliens in America from last year. Remember, with the little kid from Pakistan? I shouldn't do that accent, it offends people, but I really loved that show, and it was gone after a year. So, just because not a lot of people are watching doesn't necessarily mean... Apparently Gossip Girl, a lot of people don't watch Gossip Girl, but oh my god, I love that show. And I was looking at, what's going on? We're getting less people watching, and there is one video that has 96,000 views. The video called Not Another Female Ejaculation Video. That has nothing to do with female ejaculation. And what's interesting to me about that video is that 96,000 people, that's a lot of people, and yet, what do they think when they, there's not really that many, there's like one or two nasty comments, oh god. But what must these 96,000 people think when they see this video, and they click on it, and then, there's me talking about my passport photo? I mean, they're not subscribing, but they're not necessarily, there's, it doesn't have a very low rating. I don't know what, I guess they're just like not offended, they're not excited, they're just nothing. They have no opinion, no clever, this is my no clever 80s teen hair and don't scare the women this week.